Hello, I have not done a new makeup of the week video in a couple of weeks. I've had a sick baby and stuff and things and whatever, but I'm going to do one now. I'm going to just feature a few things that I think have been, for me anyway, the most interesting over the last couple of weeks, but we'll also be doing beauty news in a couple of weeks. So we'll reflect on a lot more if I've missed anything. And if there's anything I have missed that you want me to talk about, let me know and I'll talk about it. But I'm going to talk about the thing that I probably will be buying. Laneige are bringing out they brought out a lip sleeping mask. I don't know if this is limited edition. I don't know, but it's a watermelon pop flavor. Now, I love watermelon scented things. I'll even take a crappy watermelon scent any day of the week. And I've also nearly done with my current one that I use most nights. So I want to buy the bejesus out of this. That just, yes, I wish that was that full because I want to smear it all over my face. Yeah, so it is out now if you want it at certain, I think in the US, it'll be rolling out elsewhere. I'm going to keep an eye out for it. As soon as it comes to Adore Beauty or Sephora, get in my cart. I've seen a lot of blushes and there's a new blush from Huda Beauty. So this is the blush filter. So it melts into skin, blurs, blends, builds in seconds. Essentially, it's like a liquid blush and it's out now. These are the shades. They all sound very yummy. So cotton candy, peach sorbet, watermelon, strawberry cream, and black cherry. I'll eat them. They're in these what looks like squishy containers. They're not squishy, but they just look like they'd be squishy. And here are the shades. I want that sort of corally orange one. Looks gorgeous. I'll swatch this in store. I don't use liquid blushes as often as I would like to. So this is probably not for me, but you know, it is very trendy and I like blush. More blush. These are from Anastasia Beverly Hills. So these are launching on the 20th, and then the new Blurring Serum Blush. So there's 5 shades. I quite like this shade range. You've got a nude, you've got a deep shade, you've got a peachy shade. I like a lavender pink, which is kind of trendy, and this beautiful sort of what could look like a Barbie pink on some people, could look like a corally pink on others. I quite like it. Also has this really fine tip, so you can put a small amount, which I quite like as well. I don't know how pigmented these are, but saying you can like mix shades, blah, 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 hydrating stuff you can read. It's quite satisfying. These are probably more up my alley. Heaven's Glow Blush, limited edition shades. So 2 new shades from M Cosmetics. I like these. These are baked. I've got an orangey one. It's quite goldy and it's a bit too dark for me, so I quite like that peachy looking one. I love that glowy cheek. I just love it. So this is a bright pink with lilac iridescence, so some people are going to absolutely devour that. Coral peach with champagne is probably more for me. Now, what I love about this type of blush is it's very easy to apply. You can get a blush highlighter effect in one, and if you do have oilier skin and these sort of like dewy blush, that sort of liquid cream blush trend doesn't really work for you, this gives you that same sort of look but without the wearing down your makeup. And I've been watching Bridgerton and it's like just reinforced why I love a sort of shimmery cheek. Like look, it's stunning. Highlighty blush cheek. That's stunning. And this is that peachy one, so you can see it definitely can give you that Bridgerton cheek that I'm after. More blushes. These are sort of sneak peeks. Charlotte Tilbury, Beautiful Skin, Lip and Cheek Glow. I wouldn't use these on my lips, but I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't use them. Who knows? They look pretty. Here's the info. So coming soon. The new thing that they are actually properly promoting is this new foundation stick. Darlings, essentially it is an Unreal Skin Sheer Glow tint. So it's supposed to be more of a lower coverage, blurring, sort of perfecting thing. It doesn't look like too much makeup on you. It's got like a second skin finish. It glides on in 15 seconds. It sounds like my kind of makeup, mum makeup. Put your makeup on in 15 seconds. You just want to look awake. 20 shades, and it is coming soon. Here's some of the shades. Patrick Ta have expanded their sort of cheek duos to highlighters. So they've had bronzers and blushes where it's a powder and a cream formula, and these are highlighters where it's a powder and what looks like almost like a balm. It's a bit strange, but these are the Major Glow creme and powder highlighter duos. Can you see that it almost looks like a Vaseline with shimmer in it? It looks a bit weird, but swatched it looks pretty. There you go. Pink one, champagne one, peachy one, bronzy gold one. I did a TikTok about this, but MAC have updated their Fix Plus packaging, which is great because their old packaging I think was crap. I'm glad they've got a micro sort of nice, more finer mist going on in their packaging. A few people asked if it was the same formula. It is. Same formula, but just new updated packaging. Yes, it doesn't look as unique and iconic MAC, but I think it's a much better move. This is a bit interesting. I think to celebrate 40 years of MAC, they're releasing a 40 pan Pride palette. I don't know why. So they were founded in 84. So, yeah, 40 years. But I don't know why, like, Pride, anyway, whatever. It's not 40 years of Pride, it's 40 years of MAC with a Pride palette. Celebrate 40 years of MAC, 40 shades of Pride eyeshadow vault. That's what it's called, 40 Shades of Pride. So proceeds will be donated, and it's this squidgy looking palette, which is interesting. I do like that they've got the trans and they've got it's like the colours of the flag. I think that's really cool. The palette itself, again, it's got the colours of the flag, so I don't hate that they brought in this sort of vibe to it. I don't mind this as a rainbow palette. I think this could be good if you are into colourful eyeshadows or you're a makeup artist. My problem is I've never really thought MAC colourful eyeshadows gave you the best effect. Some of them are really beautiful. I feel like MAC eyeshadows are hit or miss. Some are like insanely beautiful and easy to use. Others are a bit chalkier. I'm hoping these are lovely. I don't know. Maybe I'll look up reviews. Anyway, it's out now if you want to check it out. Another thing that's interesting is there's a new Fenty brand, Fenty Hair, and I love Rihanna's hair like that. I think it looks really cute. I think she looks so cute there. So it's launched now, Clinical Hair Repair, okay? These are some of the products. What I do like is that there are curly hair products. The Rich One, the Protective Type, the Comeback Kid, and like the orange is like the curly one. So there's obviously different ranges for different hair types, which is great. I haven't looked into this too much. I'm not a hair review channel, but I know Rihanna and Fenty are big players in this industry, and yeah, I'm keen to see where this goes. I love her hair like that. I think it's so cute. And let's just end with a bit of a bang. So if you have thought to yourself, geez, there is not enough releases from the brand Polite Society, then here you go. So Polite Society, for those who don't know, this is Jared Blandino's secondary brand after he sold Too Faced and left Too Faced. He has now brought out this sort of what feels like a knockoff version of Too Faced. And it's supposed to be like a little bit bitchy and just a little bit, I think, quite bland. Anyway, they have brought out some new powders. So these are, what are these called? More Than a Pretty Powder. There's 3 shades. Brightening Petal, so pink loose powders. I think I spoke about this in Beauty News. They're so many are being released lately. So they're supposed to be like brightening. There's the Universal Translucent, which isn't universal. And then the Brightening Peach, which is probably what I would prefer anyway. So it's supposed to pair nicely with their foundation that looks very similar to something that Too Faced would release. And a new Too Faced, Polite Society palette looks the same. So yeah, if you want more stuff from them, the Very Important palette kind of looks like taking Too Faced and Tarte and mixing it together. That's what this looks like to me. Anyway, I think it's boring, but you might love it. And that is go you good thing. Anyway, I'm going now. I will see you soon.